A very different scene as we head into day two of Bangkok shutdown protest. Yesterday, pretty much deserted in the surrounding areas where these protests were set up. But today, the capital seems to be getting back to almost normal, really. We've seen a lot more traffic, a lot more people out on the roads. And the numbers, by the way, at the height last night, apparently 170,000 people had come out onto the streets to protest against the government. That's according to the National Security Chief. This morning, again, a very different picture. That number has dropped down to 20,000. However, they're saying that come again the evening, when people perhaps finish work and decide to join in the protest, they may see those numbers rising again. And as far as what's happening right now, we're just a block away from where I am. We've come away because it's a little quieter here to be able to speak with you. Is Suthep Thaugsuban. He is the leader of the People's Democratic Reform Committee. He's taking to the stage at various locations. Right now he's at Aso, one of the 7 interchanges that's being blocked by these protesters to try and bring Bangkok to a standstill. He's basically saying that they are not willing to move until they see the government take action. What action do they want? They want the government to step down. Also, a lot of protesters are now moving outside government buildings, Rosemary, the Ministry of Labour, Ministry of Commerce, a building of economic and social development as well. Some of them have managed to actually get inside as well. People have been told to evacuate those buildings. But these are very symbolic sieges, if you like. They're just basically getting in there, showing the government that they are capable of this, and then leaving and withdrawing. They're saying that they want to stick to peaceful means of protest. Rosemary?
And Saima, what about this talk about the Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawatra, meeting with protest leaders and even talking about the possibility of postponing the February 2 elections? What do you know about that?
Yes, that's what she announced, Yingluck Shinawatra, last night, trying to appease these protesters yet again. Let's not forget, calling this election in the first place, an early election on February 2nd, was to appease protesters last time they came out onto the streets in November. This time she's calling them for talks. All along her argument's been, look, I've called an election. It's supposed to be free and fair. You should accept this. Now she's saying, well, hey, I can't postpone it because of constitutional issues. Then, after 170,000 people came out on the streets, she's approached the PDRC once again, the anti-government protesters, to say, let's come to the table for talks. Well, this morning we've been speaking to the spokesman for the People's Democratic Reform Committee. He told CNN that they simply aren't willing to come to the table for talks. This is not about talks. They are unequivocal. They want to see this government step down. They want to see Yingluck Shinawatra and the Shinawatra regime, as they call them. Let's not forget her brother, Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra, before her, was also incredibly unpopular and ousted in a coup in 2006. They want to see her go. And basically what they said is, what she's offering us is non-negotiable, and it's not, and I quote, answering the people's request. It's not answering what the people want. Please go now. And they will stay until she does.